The story of England begins long before England existed, with the arrival of legions on a distant, mist-shrouded island. It was 55 BC when Julius Caesar, the famed Roman general, first set foot on British soil. He came seeking glory and expansion for Rome, encountering fierce Celtic tribes who resisted fiercely. Caesar's two expeditions were more demonstrations of Roman might than concerted attempts at conquest. He left having claimed victory, but Britain remained unconquered. Almost a century later, the Roman hunger for conquest returned. In 43 AD, under Emperor Claudius, a force of 40,000 Roman soldiers landed on the shores of Britain. Unlike Caesar's brief incursions, this was a full-scale invasion. The Roman legions, with their superior discipline and weaponry, overwhelmed the native Britons in a series of bloody battles. The south of Britain was brought under Roman control, marking the beginning of Roman Britain. Claudius's successful invasion was a turning point in British history. It ushered in an era of Roman rule that would last for centuries. The Romans brought with them their language, their laws, their engineering, and their culture, transforming the landscape and the lives of the native Britons. Roman towns and cities sprung up, connected by a network of roads. The seeds of a new civilization were sown on British soil. Yet the conquest was not without its challenges. The Romans faced fierce resistance from tribes in the north and west. The legendary Queen Boudica of the Iceni tribe led a famous rebellion that saw Roman settlements burned and legions slaughtered. Though ultimately defeated, Boudica's defiance became a symbol of British resistance against Roman rule. Despite the challenges, Roman Britain flourished. For nearly 4 centuries, Roman Britain prospered. The island, once a distant frontier, became an integral part of the Roman Empire. But by the 4th century AD, the mighty Roman Empire began to crumble from within, weakened by corruption, economic instability, and constant pressure from barbarian tribes. The legions, once unyielding, were gradually withdrawn from Britain to defend the heart of the empire. The departure of the Roman legions left a power vacuum in Britain. Into this void came new arrivals from across the North Sea. The Anglo-Saxons and Jutes Germanic tribes seeking new lands and opportunities. These Anglo-Saxons, as they became known, were skilled warriors and seafarers. They established small kingdoms across what is now England, gradually pushing back the native Britons. The arrival of the Anglo-Saxons marked the end of Roman Britain and the beginning of a new era. Anglo-Saxon culture, language and traditions took root, laying the foundation for the English language and identity. Their arrival was not a peaceful migration. Conflicts between the Anglo-Saxons and the native Britons were frequent and brutal. Yet, amidst the turmoil, a new England was being forged. By the 6th century AD, Anglo-Saxon England was a patchwork of small, often warring kingdoms, but a new force was about to sweep across the land, bringing with it not the clash of swords, but the message of peace, Christianity. In 597 AD, Pope Gregory I sent a monk named Augustine to Britain with a mission to convert the Anglo-Saxons. Augustine landed in Kent and successfully converted the King Ethelbert. This event marked a turning point. With royal patronage, Christianity spread rapidly throughout the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms. Monasteries, centers of learning and piety, were established across the land. Christianity brought with it not just a new faith, but also literacy, education, and a connection to the broader cultural world of Europe. The adoption of Christianity had a profound impact on the Anglo-Saxons. It began to unify the disparate kingdoms, providing a shared faith and a growing sense of common identity. The Church, with its network of monasteries and dioceses, became a unifying institution in a fragmented political landscape. The conversion of Anglo-Saxon kings also helped to establish a tradition of Christian kingship that would shape England's future.